Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate, and I'm glad you're here. Today we have a shorter practice where we're going to work on opening the chest, the front body, right front of the shoulders, thighs, hips. And we're going to try to do it with several animals in the room. So invite your animals to join in. It's gonna be a blast. Grab a couple of blocks, maybe a blanket or a towel to sit on. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's do some yoga. Okay, so we are gonna start in a comfortable seat. I've got a blanket underneath. It's just easier on my hips and my knees. So if you wanna grab a block or a blanket or something to sit on, I'm gonna go ahead and start right there. And once you get settled, you're gonna close your eyes. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then feel them pull back and draw them down. Let your arms get heavy in the sockets and feel where your hands just rest on your lap. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel yourself settle down through your sitting bones, even while you lengthen up through the crown of your head. And settle into a comfortable cadence with your breath. And do your best to keep that cadence as we move through our practice today. You're going to take a breath in. And when you exhale slowly, lower your chin to your chest. And shake your head side to side. And inhale, roll your right ear up over your right shoulder. And give your head a little shake there. And then roll down through center. Inhale, take it up to the other side. Yes, give your head a little shake. And then down through center. You're gonna inhale and lift your head and take your hands and you're just gonna rest them on your chest. Right? And feel your hands kind of pull down, like you could anchor your sternum, your breastbone right there. And when you inhale, you're just gonna take your gaze up. You start to feel that lengthening through your throat. And you can start to tip your head over to the left a bit. Feel that right shoulder sink down. Bring yourself back up through the middle and tilt over to the right a little bit. And then back up through center. And slowly bring your head back to neutral, drop your chin to your chest, and then bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. And keep your elbows bent. You're gonna take your thumbs and just rest them right at the base of your spine there and hug your elbows in toward each other. And shake your head gently side to side. And on an inhale, you're gonna lift your head. As you exhale, work to straighten those elbows. Draw your knuckles back and down. And feel where your chest can start to lift up. Maybe your gaze goes gently up without messing with your neck too much. And when you exhale here, you're gonna release your hands. And inhale, lift your chest, look up. And when you exhale, you're gonna round in. Take a moment to curl your chin to your chest. Again, inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, gaze lifts. Exhale and curl it in. And round. One more of those. Inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Exhale and curl it in. All right, and then come back to your neutral spine here, and we're gonna come onto the table. And from table, you're gonna walk your hands forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and we're going right to it. Downward facing dog. Pull your hips up and stretch them back. And then pedal out gently, side to side. Working into the backs of your legs. That's it. Couple more times each side. Beautiful. Inhale, you're gonna rock forward. Find your plank, hold it here. Press the floor away. Feel your upper back kind of dome toward the ceiling. Quads engaged, belly strong. Deep breath here. Exhale it up and back again. Downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward into plank. When you exhale, you're gonna lower your knees and then lower onto your forearms and interlace your fingers. Just to warm up the shoulders a bit, you're gonna inhale, rock forward, chin over fists. Exhale, pull it back. I'm moving back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, press back. Just one more. Inhale, rock it forward. And then exhale, press it back. We're gonna come into this kind of table-y position here, and then come onto the backs of your elbows. So, go away. Duh. We're gonna go for one more. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, press it back. And then come back into this kind of table-y position here. And from here, you're gonna release the clasp of your hands and walk your elbows forward slightly. So you're on the backs of your elbows. And your elbows may be slightly more narrow than your shoulders or shoulder distance, whatever feels kind of like it comes naturally. Press your palms. You can reinterlace your fingers if you want. Plug your arm bones into the sockets. You're gonna draw back, 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 right? And then feel your hips pull back. Let your chest drop. Low belly pulls in and up. Keep dragging your arm bones into the sockets there. One more breath here. And then press into those elbows, come on up. Find your table. Here we go. Inhale, take the right leg, kick it back, deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it in and round. Inhale, reach it back. Knee to nose, pull it in. Last time, inhale. This time on your exhale, you're gonna step it up between your thumbs. And you can grab your blocks if you want them, right? Bring them underneath your fingertips. And just sink your hips. Just working a little bit into the front of this back leg while your shoulders back. Lift your chest. You got it. Press firmly into your right foot. Left hand's gonna stay where it is, on the floor, on the block. Take your right hand to your right thigh, and we're gonna bend that back knee and reach around. Try to grab for your foot. Roll that right shoulder open. You can dispense of the block if you want a little bit more of a stretch. You can even lower onto that left forearm if you want more. Take another breath here. You got it. When you exhale, you're gonna release. Step it back again, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw it forward into plank. When you exhale, you're gonna drop your knees, grab those blocks, and then we're gonna take the noses together. I don't know, the blocks have noses? They do now. The short ends of the blocks come together along the front line of the mat. And then same thing, backs of the elbows are gonna come onto the blocks. You can press the palms, interlace your fingers, pull your low belly in, pull your arm bones back into the sockets, and then draw your hips back. Side body lengthens back behind you. Oh. And now you can let your head hang, or maybe take your gaze forward, like you were gonna look through those upper arms. And you can, right? Arm bones keep sliding in, and breathe. Beautiful. Press into the elbows. Come on back up. You can get rid of those blocks again. Keep them close by. Left leg's gonna go back. Belly strong. Lift it up. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to nose. Pull it in. Inhale. Reach it back. And knee to nose. Last one. Reach it back. And as you exhale, step it through. Come onto your fingertips, Sink those hips. Grab the blocks if you want them, right? Lengthen your tailbone, and you want to feel the chest lengthen up and over your front thigh. You got it. Lean your weight into your right hand to your left thigh. If you want to reach around, if you did it on the first side, go for it on the second side. Grab that right foot. Feel your left shoulder roll open. Inhale. When the exhale comes, release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, you're gonna rock it forward into plank. And then lower all the way down to the floor and set up for your Sphinx pose. Prop yourself up on your elbows. Interlace your fingers here. Roll your shoulders back. Belly strong, right? Tailbone nice and long. Keep your legs active. And start to draw your chest through your upper arms. Take a breath here. When you exhale, tuck your toes. Lift into a forearm plank. Push back through your heels. Keep your belly engaged. Inhale. Exhale, walk your feet in. Lift your hips. Forearms root into the mat. Shoulder blades draw in toward each other. Same idea here. You want to feel your chest press back towards your thighs. Your thighs press back toward the wall behind you. Rock forward, shoulders over those elbows. Take your feet back. Forearm plank. Inhale. When you exhale, lower your hips. Full breath here. And then you're going to lower yourself all the way down. Sweep your hands behind you for Shalabhasana. Legs stay rooted. Locust. Inhale, curl it up. Exhale, release your hands underneath. Press up. Stretch it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Take your right leg, lift it up. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. Knee to nose, pull it in. Last one, up and back. Knee to nose. We'll take it up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up for just a moment. Try to keep your chest square. And now square off those hips. Inhale, exhale, step your right foot up between your thumbs. Fingertips stay rooted for a moment. Roll your shoulders back. Press down through your feet. When you inhale, come on up. Find a crescent lunge. You got it. Low belly in, lengthen through your tailbone, and sink down. Bend your left elbow. You're gonna walk your fingertips down your back. Grab a hold of that elbow with your right hand. Feel the back of your head press toward the back of the room. Try to work that lower rib cage in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open, Viratu. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, come out and over. Grab the block if you want it. Right? And you can use this bottom hand, right? We're gonna push into it to feel some length through the side body. Take your top arm, reach it up. And then gaze to the floor, top hand to your hip. You're gonna hop the back foot in. Half moon. Bring that right hand forward. And lift up. You can hang out right here. If you want to, you can find your Chapasana. Bend that left knee. Find the foot with your left hand. Kick your foot into your hand, roll your shoulder open. Release back through your half moon. Step it back gently. Warrior two. Inhale. And then windmill it down to the floor. Step it back, downward facing dog. And then rock it forward into plank. And lower through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin. If you want a chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. And then pull it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg's gonna lift. Inhale, sweep it up, reach it back. Knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale, up and back. Knee to nose. Last one, up and back. And you're gonna come back in knee to nose. And then down dog split again. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up. Try to keep that right shoulder from dipping. Sometimes we want it to, and not today. Not today. Square off the leg, step it up. Come onto those fingertips, stretch your chest forward, feel your feet press into the floor, and then come all the way up. Crescent lunge. You got it. Scissor through your inner thighs. Feel your low belly lift up. And in your crescent here, you're gonna bend your right elbow, grab a hold of that with your left hand, hug in a bit. You got it. Press the back of your head back and breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Beautiful. Here we go. Straighten your front leg. Reach out and over. Trikonasana. Press into your feet. Feel your tailbone lengthen toward that back heel. Crown of your head lengthen away. Give yourself a moment here to reach up. All right. Top hand to your hip. Hop the back foot in. Half moon. Here we go. Push the floor away with that left foot. Extend through the inner edge of the right leg. If you want to go for it, you can bend your knee, reach for that foot, roll it open. Oh, you got it. And then kick it out again. Inhale, step it back. Warrior two, nice easy landing. And then windmill your hands to the floor. Step back again. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come on forward into your plank. When you exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down to the floor. Take your right arm straight out to the side. Spread your fingers, left hand underneath your left shoulder. We're gonna take a moment to roll to the right side. You got it. If while you're here you want to reach the left hand back, you want to grab for that left foot, whatever works for you. Come back through the middle. Pause right here. And then take your left arm, stretch it straight out to the side, right hand underneath your shoulder, roll yourself under your left side. And then you can play with what works for you, right? You can take that right foot, step it back. If you want to grab a hold of that foot, you can do that too. And then release that. Slide yourself back onto your stomach. Bring your forearms underneath you. Roll your shoulders back. Low belly in. Find your sphinx. This time, fingers spread. Thumbs root into the floor. Inner wrists wrap down. Feel your low belly draw in. And then you're going to drag those hands back. Feel your chest arch through your upper arms. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. And then up and over to the right. And up through center. And then draw your chin gently into your chest. You got it. You're gonna take your left forearm, cross it over in front, press into the floor, bend your right knee, reach for that right foot. You can grab the outer edge. You can grab the inner edge, you can do the little hand flippy thing, whatever works for you here. We're just working the front of that right thigh, but also the right shoulder, the right chest. I don't know why New Kids on the Block just came into my head when I said the right chest, like the right stuff, that song, anyway. I don't know. One more breath. And then we're gonna let that go. Come back through your Sphinx. Try to keep that connection with your core. Pause. Okay? Second side, right forearm's gonna come across. Bend your knee, grab a hold of that left foot. Same deal, you can stay right here. You can work the inner edge of the foot. If you wanna take the hand flip, so the heel of your hand is on the top of your foot, by all means, it's up to you. Take a breath here. And then slowly release. Back through your Sphinx. Pause in your Sphinx. And then lower yourself all the way down for a moment. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet. All right, one more bit before we're done. Ready? Oh my goodness, bend both knees. Ask yourself, why is there always dog hair in your mouth? Because there are so many dogs in this house. Don't ask yourself that, I don't know what I'm saying. You're gonna bend your knees. Ignore my dialogue completely, but don't ignore this part. You're gonna grab your ankles or the tops of your feet. You can keep your toes pointed or flex, whatever feels better. Roll your shoulders back, feel the muscles in your back body lift, and then kick your feet into your hands. Oh, that's it. Fire up those legs, push back to the tops of your feet. Inhale, exhale, release, come onto one cheek. Come on, wipe your legs. Oh, so good. We're gonna do it again because it's so good. If you don't want to do another one of those, you can come back into your Sphinx. You can work a cobra. Any back bend is perfectly legitimate here. Actually, anything is perfectly legitimate. But we're gonna go for another bow. If you're with me, bend your knees. Hands reach back. Grab the tops of your feet or your ankles. Roll your shoulders back. Fire up those muscles in your upper back. And then kick your feet into your hands. Feel that lift. Oh, balls of your feet reach up. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come onto the other cheek. And wind wipe your feet again. We're gonna do one more. If you wanna be done, then be done. If you got one more in there, same thing again. Bend your knees, grab your ankles or the tops of your feet, roll your shoulders back, kick your feet into your hands, feel that lift. Nice full breath here. And then slowly we release. Another windshield wiper of the legs if you want. Then let your feet drop to the floor. Slide your hands underneath you. We're gonna press up through table. And once you get into table, inhale, arch your back, stretch your chest, reach it up. Exhale, curl in. Oh, feel that tailbone lengthen down. And inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your chest, take your gaze up. Exhale, working from the tailbone, right? You're gonna kind of curl it down, pull your low belly in, round your upper back, chin to chest. Activating from the tailbone, inhale. One more, exhale. Back to neutral on your inhale. Take your knees nice and wide. Big toes together. Set your hips back onto your heels. Make a pillow with your hands here. And breathe. Okay, and you're gonna push into your hands. Come on up, take a seat. Kick your feet out in front. Bring them about hips distance apart. So right here, right? And you're gonna wrap your right arm around. Take your left hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. And spin your chest to the left. Your sitting bones root down. You can press that right leg into your hand, or that left leg into your hand. Inhale, bring it back through the middle and switch. Left hand across, right hand behind. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, bring it out. Feel your low back draw in and up. Beautiful. Back through center. You're going to take your feet a little bit wider and just give yourself a moment to kind of fold into the legs as if we were coming into like a happy baby. But we're seated and just rounding in for a second. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, come out and over. You can press your feet into each other. Feel your spine lengthen with your inhales. And that hip crease deepen on your exhales. And then inhale, slowly make your way up. And for a moment here, we're going to find a comfortable seat. You can grab a blanket or a block to sit on. If you want to lay out, you can also absolutely go ahead and lay down. We're going to stay for about a minute or so. So find your way to where you want to be. Close your eyes and breathe. Relax where you can. Feel the muscles in your low back soften, even if you're upright. Release tension from your belly, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your cheeks, your forehead. And from here, you're going to bring your hands together, Tanjali Mudra. Bow your head and just take a moment. Honor your time on the mat. If you want to stay longer where you are, please do. Thank you for joining me today for this little itty bitty practice. I'm hoping you feel better than when you stepped out on the mat. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. You know the drill. Hit the buttons, do the things. I'll see you next time.